Hi, this is Jay Easton with RQE Media, and here with me I have Tony Monix. Now, I've known you for a while, but tell everybody else about yourself.
My name is Tony Monix, or Tony Media Monix on radio. I'm a Navy retiree. I retired last year. I knew, I'm going into a new career field, which is exciting / nerve-wracking. I figured out I wanted to do it like 2.5 years ago, because I was doing a podcast and I ran across this wiry kid, and he said, "Yo, I did a film." First thing he said to me. I'm like, "Okay, how are you?" Mm-hmm. So then we talked about his film, and I was like, "Okay, I can do a podcast for y'all, because I do podcasts." And so I checked that out, and I was like, I seen the film. I was like, "How did you do all of that?" And he told me, "Well, I went to the Illinois Center for Broadcasting." Mm-hmm. So I'm like, "Okay, I need to check that out." And then so it came up. I had to retire a little early. I didn't know what I was going to do. I actually ended up leaving Chicago for about 5 or 6 months. And when I came back, I was looking for Illinois Center for Broadcasting. Mm-hmm. I was like, "This dude sent me off." Mm-hmm. But they had changed their name to Illinois Media School. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So I found them and I called them, and they called me right back, because you know how it is. They own their recruiting. Yeah. You know what I mean? And I went there with the idea that I just wanted to learn how to cut audio, because I just wanted to take my podcast and cut them into 10-minute segments, right? That's why I went there. Mm-hmm. I learned that in the first 30 seconds. So I was like, okay, I got to figure something out. I don't know what else I'm doing now. Yeah. But it worked out. So I'm doing radio, a lot of radio, internet radio. I'm on Power 92 now on Sundays from 6 to 7. Mm-hmm. I probably should have started with where I'm from. Mm-hmm. I'm from Chicago.
Yes, what was it like?
I grew up on the low end.
Low end? Okay, like what area?
All over, like 39th and Lake Park.
Oh, okay.
I grew up between 4040 and 3983. I stayed on 49th and Calumet. I stayed on 45th and Drexel. And then my father took custody of me when I was 10. So after that, I grew up on 67 in East End. I graduated from CVS, or now, I don't know if it's still, I think they went back to CVS, but when I graduated, Chicago Vocational Career Academy is what it was when I graduated.
Right, I think they did change it to Chicago Vocational Career Academy. But yeah, everybody knows it as CVS though, but that's good.
So then I went to, I spent a year, I worked at Burger King for like almost a year. Mm-hmm. No, I spent like 4 of those months working at a place called Automation with my father. And then I worked at Burger King again for like 6 months. Then I went to college for like a semester, but I was broke. And my cousin came home from boot camp and I saw his bank slip. And he had $800 in there. I had never seen those numbers as it pertains to money on the bank slip. So I was like, "Where you get that money from?" And he's like, "The Navy." I was like, "Sign me up."
Oh, so that's right what motivated you to
that right there. That simple. He took me right over to 46 in Lake Park, I think it was.
The recruiting center.
The recruiting still over there. What about an Italian Fiesta?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's still over there too.
And how old were you?
I was 19.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, I was 19, man, and that was it. I actually went. This was October, right after I turned 19. So I actually went to boot camp January 29th, the next like that January. And I did 16 years, and I got out a little early, but they retired me, so that was peace.
What was it like when you first entered into the Navy? Like, were you nervous, scared? Because a lot of people like, "Oh, I'm going to war." Like, how was that like?
Well, in the Navy at that time, we weren't really going to war that. You had some elements of the Navy that went over there, but not many of us. So you had ships that go over there, and they'll do what they do from the water, like way deep in the water. Not deep in the water, but way out in the middle of the ocean. So that I thought I was going to war, but I found out that that's what it was. So I cried when we left. Actually, on my first deployment, I never left home like that before.
Yeah, of course.
So I'm like, I cried like a baby. I don't know why. But,
and I'm sure at a certain point you're not able to talk to your family for a while.
Well, then we weren't. Yeah. Because the internet wasn't that good, and we had to use snail mail, meaning just mail letters. So it take a long time to get to a ship that's out at sea, letters, and for you to get yours out and for them to get theirs in. So that was a rude awakening. I was stationed in San Diego. That was cool. being out there.
At least you got to travel too.
Well, I think I went to every region of the world except South America. While I was in. But it was cool though, because it was like they really intrusive as far as the social life. Like, oh, you do this, come with me.
Yeah.
Oh, you do that, no, come with me. You got kids, bring them this way. And so they really intrusive with that. So anytime I change commands, I just felt like right into a family atmosphere, some kind of way.
That's nice.
So that part, I mean, they got its bad parts too, but you know, it's mostly good. For me, it was. Do
you have any advice for any young man or young woman who may want to enter into the military in general?
Don't do it without a college degree.
Gotcha.
You get more money. Well, nowadays, that's not even a guarantee. But no, if you're gonna go, have a plan. Please talk to somebody that's in the military. Don't go in there wasting your time.
Right.
So go in there with a plan, work your plan. Don't go and make rank. Set yourself up in a position as if you were gonna stay. Even if you plan to get out, you still want to be good just in case you make a last minute change. So now I'm already good. I got all my qualifications. I made some rank. I took it serious. So now, if I decide to stay in, I'm in a better space.
Yeah.
Some people go in, I'm getting out anyway,
have a plan.
And they don't care.
A lot of people think that they can just enter into the military and that's it, like without a backup.
I mean, you can, right? Technically, you can.
It's always good to have a backup plan.
It's just much. Well, I wouldn't even say backup plan. I'm saying have a plan while you're in.
Yeah.
Have a plan while you're in. Know what you want to do so you get the most out of it. You could do 4 years, never make rank, as long as you get out with an honorable discharge. It's still a buttload of benefits after you get out.
That's nice.
You know, you got 3 years of school money. If you live in Chicago, you're talking about $2,000 a month on the GI Bill. You know, on top of if you got another job or something for 3 years at least. So that's, you know, that part is cool. But don't go in there wasting your time. Have a plan. Try not to get married. I got a whole podcast web series type deal that's gonna deal
Try not to get married in the military or somebody
that's gonna deal with military social life. So we in the military we tend to get married fast. So and a lot and frequently.
Right.
Like the average military guy probably got married 2 to 3 times.
Right.
It's average. And I know some people look at it like that's messed up, but you don't know what we're going through. You know what I'm saying? It's not about the lack of belief in the sanctity of marriage. It's just you got to be in our spot to understand. You know what I'm saying? So the military, that's the one bad part. The military social life is it can wear on you, and you don't even know that's what's happening.
Yeah. So tell us about any upcoming projects.
Upcoming projects. I have a State of Marriage docuseries that I'm going to be working on. So I'm starting off with the question, why do people get married? And I'm going to do the first episode, I'm going to do like a little narration on the history of marriage. So I'm like in a deep study on the history of marriage and how it worked scripturally, secularly, in a couple of different cultures. I'm also about to go through this rebranding phase because I decided I'm going to start a production company. I'm going to call it Mono House Media. Mono is like a play on my last name, but Mono also means one.
Yes.
So it's like all these platforms under one house. That's why I'm calling it Mono House Media.
Cool.
Because I literally have a Facebook fan page for everything I'm doing. So I don't want to manage all of these pages.
Yeah, you want to put it all in.
So I'm just going to throw it all under that one media house. So Shop Talk 7 is going to be promoted under that. All of this stuff's gonna be promoted under that banner. And I have a podcast I'm doing with a friend of mine named Tanea D. So we call it TNT Podcast Live. We fighting about the live part because it's a podcast. Like, is it live or is it pre-recorded live? I don't know. But either way, we'll work that out. But yeah, so I'll be doing all of these productions under Mono House Media, my photography, event photography. So you're gonna see the logo after I make it all over the place. So
you said like you've done things with Power 92.3?
Yeah.
Do you plan on becoming a radio personality?
Oh, I'm already a one, I guess. My heart is in production. So if I got to be on air to produce stuff, if that's got to be my lane, then that's what it is. But I'm always going to do film and you know, behind the scenes audio production, because that's what my heart is. Because you get to be creative.
Yeah.
I don't have to watch my mouth. I get to just put my stuff out.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So yeah, so I like doing radio because I feel like I'm
just be who
I'm
you
more
are.
of a talk radio guy. So Power 92 is challenging me.
Oh.
Because I got to close up what I'm talking about in 2-3 minutes, and I have to share the stage.
Yeah.
So they're gonna tighten me up. Working with them is gonna tighten me up. But so I've been recording for them through my school. It's a program through my school at Illinois Media School. So we've been doing these two 18-minute talk segments. We'll have a couple of songs, and then maybe 11-12 minutes of talk. So now we've been recording them. Now we're gonna go live in the studio starting Sunday.
Oh, that's nice.
So that's gonna be dope. It's still only from 6 to 7, but we're gonna format it a little differently.
Yeah.
Because the way it's been working is weird. Like you'll stop hearing us at 6:42, and then they'll play commercials and songs.
Oh.
But now it's gonna be different though.
How do we check that out?
Power 92. Just tune in. 92.3. Or you can go to their website and listen to it, or you can download the app.
Okay.
Especially for people who don't live out here.
You said from 6 a.m.
6 p.m. to 7
6
p.m.
p.m. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Hopefully I'll be on there a lot more later.
Yeah, definitely.
But yeah, so the TNT Live podcast, I'm also about to do this Manish series. Manish is it's spelled M-A-N dash ish. So it's ish as opposed to the cuss word.
Yeah.
And we're gonna deal with things from a raw male perspective. This is, y'all got y'all girl talk.
Yeah.
This is guy talk on steroids. Like we're gonna really get into it, but it's also gonna be solution based.
Yeah.
Because I really want to deal with male accountability and try to promote a better image for the youngins, especially dealing with like their relations with females. Because I know how I was brought up. What I saw was, go get it, go get it, go get it, go get it. Oh, that's a girl, you better go get her.
Right.
You probably understand what I mean by get her. And that leads to destruction. Or it can leads to destruction one or the other. It won't necessarily stop you from being successful at your endeavors, but you end up lonely time and time again. If you're my age and you're still dating, that's an issue.
Right,
my
exactly.
opinion.
Right.
That's an issue. You've been through something.
Exactly.
And it's gonna jade you. So I just wanna help bring up a generation of people who will deal with each other better between the sexes.
Having relationships with a purpose.
Because it's not like 1950 where everybody just fell in line with their role. So you really have to go into it with a plan. A young man has to have a plan.
Yeah.
And then they have to have a plan collectively when they get together. Because you can't just be together for the sake of body heat. Because it's so easy to get divorced now.
That's true.
Because in 1969, 1970, in California, they introduced irreconcilable differences. And then it would spread across the country eventually. So a lot of states allow you to get divorced because y'all don't like each other today.
Exactly, yeah.
Whereas you used to have to, correct me if I'll research to make sure I'm correct on this, but I think you used to have to prove abandonment.
Oh, wow.
Or endangerment to get divorced. That didn't mean people didn't split.
Right.
But on paper, the divorce rates were lower. And we're gonna get into all of that.
That's a whole nother segment.
How males need to navigate through that kind of thing. And maybe at some point I'll give you some females who are doing the same thing and we can collab. And if they're not doing it, hopefully my show will inspire them to do it. We get that going.
Jay Easton with RQE Media, and this is Tony Monix. Take care until next time.